You are.
Yeah.
Oh, Scott, you live, you learn. Any ICs who are uncomfortable?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Keenan? Cool. Yeah, so we're here to review the blog post that we'll put out about de-identifying service usage data. And there's an alternate copy and shorter, which is good. So let me screen, or maybe someone else can screen share since my computer is so laggy.
I'm on it.
So just
Okay, I think we can make it even shorter. Like it's so I like it because it's shorter, but the first sentence, protecting PI should be at the core of any data analytics program. Like now we're telling other companies what to do. Like maybe let's try to get this right ourselves. We haven't historically always gotten it right. So let's start with ourselves and not tell other people what to do. And then if you want to learn more, talk about GitLab's analytics. That's a good link, but maybe not at the start. Maybe we can have like, here's more information. That's good, but let's do that at the end. We have reviewed how GitLab handles information. Well, that's a continuous process. So that's great. Unless we're going to link to the results or something, it's not like, hopefully you do that all the time.
Yeah.
Based on this feedback, we have a plan that we want to transparently share. That's like, we're really honest, you know, we're honest. Like if someone tells you that, you kind of know they're a crook. So let's not say we're transparent, let's do transparent. And let's have people conclude that we are transparent, but let's not be so self-congratulatory. The goal of the plan is to provide additional aggregated insights. Okay, I thought we're going to de-identify some service usage data. So I'm not like, okay, so what's happening? Like, are we going to do more insights, which is more data, or we're going to de-anonymize or de-identify some stuff?
My understanding was we want to de-identify stuff so that we can then get aggregated insights. Today, we are not doing some of these things because we are not de-identifying the
I think we still have the aggregated insights, Anoop. I'm not sure. Maybe
not into Gainsight. Not into Gainsight.
Not into Gainsight. But we do. I think overall we'll reduce the amount of identifiable information in our systems. It's not just that we're doing this for Gainsight. I think some other applications that people have access to will also go down.
So I just pulled some of the content from the above.
Yeah, let's do that. That's great. That's the goal. To better protect the user's data, we're building an internal system that de-identifies user IDs. Great. What isn't changing? You're skeptical. I don't know. Like it's just, that's fine. I think if you want to cater to skepticism, I think one skeptical thing is de-identification is never perfect. So if you want to do some sandbagging, I think that's the thing to do.
You can get rid of that sentence.
Yeah, I think that's like, no changes are made on the policy of, that's good. What isn't changing? Great. What is changing? Introduction of new access level to limit the number of individuals with access to identifiable information. It's good. I think I suggested that. Introduction of a new system to de-identify users. Great. In the spirit of our collaboration file, we will collect input in the GitLab community forum. It's just, that feels a bit like, oh, look at us and our values. I would just say, hey, input is welcome below this blog post and on the issue on the GitLab community forum with a link to the issue. And we plan to start implementing the changes starting June 2031. Great. Privacy policy for the deal size user for predictive. Okay, and if a significant thing is that we're going to add stuff to Gainsight, then maybe that should too be added to what is changing. Is that significant enough to add? I'm not sure.
Already doing it.
Okay,
Already
so
sending data through Gainsight.
Okay, so that's not a change. Okay, then we can leave it to this.
Yeah, it's. We'll send de-identified grouped by the account for more data, but it's not changing what we're doing.
Okay, and it's not a change. Cool. Let's have some more. I think I'll put it in suggest mode. Give me a sec. Suggesting. You can find our policy here. That's already under more information. So let's delete that. And then I think the whole introduction, everything above goals can be just scrapped. We should do continuous reviews. So do one review and then not sharing the results, like who cares? And then based on this feedback, we have a plan. Yeah. Yeah.
We could probably scratch goals too. It sounds weird to start a blog post with goals as an H1.
Yeah, scratch goals too. Awesome. And yeah, that looks good.
All right, Sid, I would like to discuss the one big issue that we've been going over the last couple days is the idea of single user instances. And there is a level of, if I, as a single user, create a namespace, like I sign up in Keenan's project and Keenan is the only user under it, even if we de-identify my user ID, the argument is you could still make an assumption that that is Keenan, the anonymous user ID under that single user namespace. We've gone around this quite a bit, discussed it with legal, wanting to be transparent, but at the same time, it looks like here, we got to call out multi-user instances in this version. Wanted to get your thoughts on that conundrum.
Yeah, it's a conundrum and sounds like I haven't solved it. I don't have a solution either. So I think what I already said is like de-identification isn't perfect. And we should put it here and we should give examples of like, what's the stuff what are the stuff we'll aggregate on, and we could say, hey, and this is the problem we still have. It's not making things worse, but we're just not solving for this use case.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Justin, thank you.
Yeah, I'm just putting notes. We'll need to clean it up, Keenan.
Okay. Well, we halved the word count, so that's good. Thank you, Sid.
Cool. Yeah, sorry that there's no solution for that. I can think of a solution where you ignore those, but that causes all kinds of data quality problems.
Yeah. So actually, I got a updated report for the number of active single user namespaces on SaaS. Looks like, I know we're public, but I think it's an aggregated number, so there should be no problem sharing it. We average around 400,000 active single user namespaces. So just to give some context on that use case and the size.
I think what we can maybe do, but I'm not sure how practical this is, in case it's only a single user in the project, we change the name. So we one-way hash the name of the project. So that we can, if it's Keenan's private namespace, it just becomes XDB XYZ. So you can't tell the name.
Okay, yeah, let me go talk to Jerome and somebody from the data team and look at the practicality of that.
Yeah. I would add the problem to this, and I would say, hey, look, this is something that's still, we're not super happy about it. It's not getting worse, but we're aware of this, and just pointing out that the identification isn't perfect. Don't promise to fix it in the future. Just say, look, it's a problem.
Perfect. Okay.
Unless we're actually fixing it in the future, then you can promise, but it's also always hard to predict where time goes in the future. So I wouldn't do it.
Yep. Yeah, thank you. That's helpful. Any other thoughts or feedback you want to provide us on this overall or the process? Or?
Yeah, look, I appreciate that we have time to shape this blog post. And I think if you can see the historical pattern, we felt uncomfortable. And what we did, because we were uncomfortable, we were saying too much. We were going left and right and doing all kinds of things. So like, let's keep it factual. Every line will be scrutinized. People care a lot about this. So let's just stick to the facts. We're doing the right thing. We're making the situation better. I think we can just, we don't have to provide a ton of context. Like, we're making something better. It's great news. And in previous things, there was a whole lot of fluff that made it hard to comprehend what was actually happening. So I think that's what we're doing. We're simplifying the messaging.
I appreciate that. Scott, Anoop, Justin, any other questions or items we should dig into?
I like that it's much shorter and to the point. So, and it's very clear what's happening. So I'm happy with it. And hopefully this addresses the legal question, because now we are explicitly calling out the single instance challenge, and then hopefully legal will be much more open to it as well.
Good. Thanks, Keenan.
Thanks.
Yep.
Timeline wise, it looks like we'll attempt to publish on Thursday. I think we'll want to have legal take one final look and clean this up, but then publish on Thursday. Media will get the preview tomorrow afternoon.
And a very short, small stylistic thing. If you say, please find more information about our privacy policy here, that's not the way to link on the internet. You don't link the word here, you link the word privacy policy, because the link goes to the privacy policy.
Right.
So reword that. Please also see our privacy policy. And I added the GitLab Analytics environment, which is fun that we have that. I added that link below. I think it's relevant, just not in the top. Cool. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Sid.